welcome to Edith and Finch. This game was recommended to me by a fellow streamer. What? Oh, cool. Well, it was recommended to me by a fellow streamer by the name of Spook. He told me it was a great find. So, I suppose let us begin. This is so freaking odd. What can I do? Zoom in. We can see that there's some dirty Chinese food on the ground. Who does this? This is why our oceans are filthy! Anyway. Oh, there we go.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense
Oh,
to
I've
me,
got it.
and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Whoa. Zoom in.
I lived
This kind
here
of has
until I
like
was
a
11,
horror feel
but I
to
wasn't
it.
allowed inside half the rooms.
Probably because there was drug paraphernalia in there. Wouldn't want you to get in trouble with that. Ha ha. Ha ha.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Well, that's not good. You should probably pay your bills.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Well, that's not good. Oh, you can just run right into it. Oh. Just knock the words on the ground. That's cool!
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd
Probably
know.
my heart.
Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
That's whack. The Finches? I feel like we'll take the top path. So if we go into the sketchy forest in there, I'm gonna get attacked by wolves and they'll eat my face off. Wait. We don't need that. We don't...
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Well, hoof prints usually mean deer, so like... Whoa! There's a deer! Hey, buddy. I'm going to love you! Nah? Alright, I suppose I could take it.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
You know, this makes me, this is gonna scare me to death. I can already feel it.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
This is a really cool house.
As a child,
really cool.
the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now,
Probably 'cause
as
it
a
was haunted.
17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Well, that doesn't inspire confidence. Getting tingles.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
That's odd. Oh, it's a beautiful game. absolutely gorgeous. Sorry guys, had to check something out real quick. Can I?
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
That's generally how it is.
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
That's so many cans! Like, that's a ridiculous
Nothing in the house
amount
looked
of cans.
abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Okay.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Probably got stuck in the attic. Okay. Nice. It's a beautiful view.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Sank into the ocean.
The table was
That just
still a
sounds
wreck
like
from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Makes sense.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Okay, but like all this food be like so gross. I feel like much would have changed. Actually, no, sorry. Let me retract that statement. I feel like too much would have changed. Like,
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
cool. Your great grandpa has talent. That doesn't look ominous. I'm not gonna
After
lie,
Milton
why do you have so
disappeared, Mom sealed up
They
all
have
the
so many
bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Those letters scared me. Man, they're a very alcoholic family. They got so much friggin' wine.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
What the hell? Okay, can't get into any of these. What is so friggin' weird? Why?
I spent a lot
Oh.
of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Ah! This is cool.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns
I
out,
believe-
my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
From the
Oh,
paintings on the
I thought it
wall,
was
it was
like-
clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
I thought there was blood. I was like, what the hell?
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
friggin' ominous. I'm, like, terrified as fuck. Haha!
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil thing was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh no, did she okay, she didn't drink the... Okay. Ah.
I kept eating and eating.
What kind of child are you?
My Halloween candy was all gone. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Wait, what? That doesn't make sense.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I'm coming to get you, bird! Ah!
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Those are so plastic. That's awesome. I'm coming to get you, bird. I'm coming to get you. Ha! Ha!
I jumped and I almost
get
got
you.
her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Wait, what?
Rabbits.
Oh, here we are. Here we are. Whoa.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Bigger? What are you going to get, child?
A mama
Crap.
rabbit.
Oh, rabbit.
She was almost
Boom.
too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Fucking hell, what is this? What is it? What? Okay, like. Aha!
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Damn, that's
I
cool.
was hungrier than ever.
A seal. I'm coming after you, buddy.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Okay. Bit of a struggle. So friggin' hard. Not gonna lie. Hard time controlling the friggin' charge. I have such a hard time with everything else. Ah! Come here! Come get you! I've come so friggin' close! Okay, what happened? Oh, I got it! Ah!
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Damn, child. Oh, 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 oh. You ain't getting anywhere.
Got
Oh,
that tight.
no.
When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
We're going to eat people?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie, this is terrifying.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
This is a lesson to all of the parents out there. You need to feed your children. Otherwise, this happens to your friends. Well,
last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam
Dang,
towards
this
it.
child has an imagination.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Oh my gosh, this is how the freaking clown in the sewer started, man. Oh, oh, we came out of. I'm real glad no one was in there.
I got closer and closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
That's funny. Delicious. That was an odd
I'm
one.
not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Oh, here's a saving thing. There we go. This
So, when we adopted a stray kitten,
is odd.
she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Your great-grandma Edie had a bird problem. She really did.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When
Oh.
Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh, man, that's an awful way to die. Dragon kills Finch? Damn!
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
What the crap?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
I would have torn this all out, like, given the chance. There's a secret in this bathroom. What? Excuse me.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Shit. Knew it, there's fucking drugs here. Or wait, no, this is a photo thing. I can't.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Look at that. Milton. Oh no. Don't tell me this is Milton's room.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin,
No, Sven.
and that he never talked about him.
Wait, Calvin? Command? Oh, gotta follow
I guess
the
my
world.
grandpa didn't
Gotta-
like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh no.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's
Fuck.
funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Oh.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh no!
Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh no!
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Oh no!
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
This isn't good.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That was odd.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
My gosh, that was so sad. I thought this was going to be a terrifying game. This is just sad.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
This is a weird 17-year-old. I'm surprised she hasn't been drinking more.
Growing up,
For some reason.
I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Oh no.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack
Surprising.
here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately,
Who the heck writes
her
this kind of
scream
awful
hadn't
book?
aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So
Whoa,
Barbara
shit.
got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
Oh no!
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
That's awesome!
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Oh no.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Rick? Are you okay?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Are you kidding me? I got a freaking weapon?
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And here he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Oh yeah, they're cool.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
I bet it's her boyfriend. Bet! Bet! That would be awful. Why would her boyfriend do something so stupid?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Well... I suppose we
At
should
the
just-
door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Oh.
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
What?
I wasn't there myself, but here Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
What?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh. That was so bad. That was
Edie told me
sad.
all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay, that made me really uncomfortable. But I suppose it could have been worse. I don't know. Well, anyway, guys, we're gonna have to call that it for today. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys again in the next video. Bye!